Hello my belly dance friends, and welcome to my channel. Today my friend Devin Alfather comes back to us with some more makeup tips. So last time she gave us this extremely glamorous stage look. You know, think big stage, you have hundreds of people watching you. You just really need to accent everything big time. If you have a gig that is much smaller, more intimate, even outdoors, so it's a totally different lighting setup, then you might not need to accent things quite so much, but you still want to look glamorous without looking over the top. Before we get into it, Devin Alfather is a local fusion belly dancer based out of Austin, Texas. She currently teaches online classes, she teaches at local festivals and events, she performs all over the place. Devin specializes in theatrical belly dance, so she works with a lot of artists from a lot of different fields in our community, not just specifically belly dance, to create theatrical performances for a variety of venues. She also spends a lot of time designing costumes and accessories through her business, The Corcorum. I'll link both of these below so you guys can check out her dance videos, as well as her Corcorum designing business, so that if you need a fancy costume or some jewelry or accessories or even a headpiece, whatever, she can hook you up. So without further ado, here's Devin.
Hi everybody, this is Devin Alfather again. We are doing a gig makeup look or a festival makeup look, starting it by priming my whole face. I'm not expecting a lot of fallout from this look. Going in with a taupe shade, doing the whole eye socket area, stopping just below the brow bone. This is going to be our base color that the other ones will sit on top of and blend into. Going in with a darker coffee color, starting to blend out the outer sides of my eye. Blowing on the brush makes it clean. Dipping in with a darker teal color. I'm using a round, flat, fluffy brush, roundish, flattish, fluffy. And that I find lays down the color easier for what I want to do. Going subtle with the color. Again, lighter than before. I'm using a liquid eyeshadow just like before, except this one is a much cheaper option and it definitely shows is much less pigmented. This is going to sit on top of my eyeshadows and really seal them into place. It does dry down completely, which is why I like it. And I'm popping highlighter again on the inner corner and under the brow bone. This is that All Eyes on Me Cosmetics. Again, applying with the finger because the natural oils from my finger make that particular highlighter pop. Dabbing into the outer corners. This is going to be the darkest dark of my eyeshadow color. Drawing the shape of my eye outward and upward. And I'm popping a little bit of a copper highlight just on the round part of my eyeball, of the eyelid, doing a halo effect. And I'm using some lighter eyelashes than I would for a big show look, because they're going to be right up next to people. Again, while they dry, doing the lash line of the liner, just popping it right on top of my lashes. Scrubbing that mascara into my eyelashes, waiting for the mascara thing to dry. And now we're going to do some concealer and Shape Tape. Because I'm going to be talking next to people, I'm using very little of that Shape Tape, and I'm going to focus really hard on blending in everything with my greasy paws. And here we go. Dab, 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 dab. As always, I'm going to defend myself by saying that this is what I found to work best for my skin type. It keeps me from breaking out. And here we go, adding the lashes. Again, as you get comfortable with it, you can do it on the fly, focusing on outward and upward. And now we are adding some bronzer. This is a Millani bronzer. And this part of doing my makeup always feels like it takes forever. Focusing on being subtle with this look. It should be readable from stage, but people are going to be talking next to you, right next to your face. So we want it to look very natural-ish, natural enhanced-ish. And now we're warming it up with some blush directly on top of the cheekbones. Going back in, now that my lashes are dry completely, I am doing the top liner, marrying those lashes and fake lashes together. This is going to be smaller and more subtle than I would do for a big box show. And now we are going in with a liner brush. I'm doing my eyebrows. There are people that do fabulous eyebrows. I am not one of them. I just do the best I can. I pretty much just enhance the angles, and that's about it. And now I'm going to line under my eyes with a little bit of pigment. I'm stopping about 3/4 of the way through because, again, this is for a gig show. I don't feel like I need that much. And we're highlighting again. I know you're shocked. Highlighter is going on the cheeks. It is going on the inner upper brow. It's going on the outer brow. It's also going on the tip of the nose and the cupid's bow. But this time I'm defusing the edges quite a bit because, again, we're going to be talking to people face to face. We're going to be interacting with guests and patrons, and we don't want them to be distracted too hard by what's happening. And again, I'm going in and doing my eyebrows, feathering it in lightly with that same liner that I use on my eyes. And here we go. Wingtown, population me. Smaller than before, more subtle, and of course setting spray. So much setting spray, you guys, so much. If you're at the fair, so much setting spray. And lips. You saw in the other video I did blue. The difference is my teeth. So if I'm gonna be talking to people, I don't wanna be distracted. I'm gonna go with this rosy shade. And it's one less thing I have to think about. I don't wanna have to think about not smiling too wide to show my super yellow teeth. I don't want to have to think about, you know, people being distracted by that when I talk to them. It's a me thing more than it's an other person thing. And if I do overdraw, it's very subtle because, again, I'm going to be right up next to somebody. My face is going to be next to their face. And even though I did use a completely matte lipstick, I'm going back in with a gloss. This is going to stay directly in the center. I don't want it to go all the way to the edge. That's why I picked a matte lipstick, is so that I don't have to do a liner and so that I can talk and talk and talk and talk and not have it wear off in the center. Thank you for watching. This concludes about how I would do my makeup for a gig that's not a large big box show, a birthday party, a daytime festival, or for performing at the Renaissance Fair. There are a couple of things that you're going to need to remember if you're wearing this all day. A couple of points I want to emphasize is starting your makeup most intensely in like this part of your face and slowly eking it out towards the corners, because for me, if you sweat a lot, the sweat's going to be from like here down, and it can be much more detrimental to your foundation, or in my case, your multiple layers of concealer, if you don't really wear foundation. To have the sweat on there. And if there's less makeup on your face, there's less to blend in. You have to do less on your ears, you have to do less on your neck. Another thing to remember is that you're going to want to take this with you, setting spray, maybe 2 or 3 times during the day if you're sweating a lot. If it's like 100-degree heat and you're dancing in 5 pounds of jewelry and cloth, you're going to want to do this. And I'm going to continue talking while I spray myself in the face every so often, just to refresh everything. And then also, depending on your skin texture, you may do some setting powder here. I'm not a fan of setting powder. I never have been. If I do use it, it's only right here, and I pretty much always instantly regret it. So one thing that you may end up doing throughout the day, if you're wearing a lot of setting powder, is to go back in and rework it. If you're not wearing a lot of setting powder, you may have it settle into your fine lines here at some point during the show, or at the end of the show. And the easiest way to take care of that is to, you know, take your finger and then do like dots under it. But for me, I prefer that so much more to the setting powder. I feel like it just gives me crusty lizard face, which, you know, obviously if you're performing outdoor, there's going to be dust and sweat and bug spray, and hairspray and perfumes and everything like that. So thank you for watching, and I hope that this is helpful for you guys as new performers.
Thanks so much for joining us today, guys. If you have any pictures of this look that you might try, please comment below. If you have any questions about the look, or if you have any comments about future content you would like to see on this page, please go ahead and comment below. I'm linking my other makeup tutorials in this video so you guys can check out some other looks from some very amazing and fabulous dancers, and so that you can also check out their information in the descriptions of those videos in case you also would like to send them some monetary love. I've listed Devin's information below so that you guys can check out her videos, check out her costuming, check out all the performances she's doing. She has a lot of events going on online, so if you'd like to help her out during this time when it's kind of hard to get work as a performer because you can't really be around people, please feel free to see the description below, send her a tip to thank her for her time, and check out all of her videos. If you like this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please consider pressing that red button so that you can get more videos like this. Y'all, I'm almost to 100 subscribers, which is a big deal for me. All right, guys, that's it. Good to know.